Ayos lang.
Gusto rin nilang malaman kung bakit kayo nag-take ng CA.
So, bakit nga boy?
Ayos lang.
Gusto rin nilang malaman kung bakit kayo nag-take ng CA.
Bakit nga boy?
Ayos na.
Lang malaman kung bakit kayo nag-take ng thesis.
Ayos na.
Lang malaman kung bakit kayo nag-take ng thesis.
Ayos na.
So, ang tip ko lang sa first year, do a routine sa studies nyo para hindi nyo makakaligtaan yung mga topics na nakalipas. Tapos, magagamit nyo kasi yan sa future at yan yung foundation nyo hanggang sa pagdating nyo sa higher years.
A civil engineer is not just limited to construction and design of vertical and horizontal structures, but we can also work for the environmental and water resources field. As a civil engineer working for the water industry, I have experience working for water treatment, wastewater treatment, water quality monitoring, and even ocean survey.
The Philippine Institute of Civil Engineers, Lyceum of the Philippines, University Cavite. Student Chapter, also known as PICE LPUCSC, is the organization dedicated to support fellow civil engineering students through informational, developmental, and inspirational means.
We trust the process and aim for the bridge of success.
Good day, my name is Zairan Santander and I am a civil engineer by profession. I work in the structural engineering and construction industry as a design engineer, estimation engineer, project coordinator, and I am also part-time faculty. Civil engineering is the second oldest engineering and it is a discipline that involves the designing, construction, and maintenance of built environment, which includes roads, bridges, and infrastructures. What I like about civil engineering is that it is centered in around or into improving the lives of people by developing and improving facilities. I feel a sense of responsibility towards humanity because civil engineering is a very integral part of the society. What I also like about civil engineering is that it is a diverse profession which offers wide range of activities across all disciplines. These disciplines are structural engineering, construction engineering, transportation engineering, geotechnical engineering, and water resources engineering to name a few. The type of activity I enjoyed the most in my industry is planning and designing. We all know that planning, making appointments, and meetings with the client is an integral activity across all engineering fields. Designing is an interesting activity for me because every project has its own distinct design and operational issues. Designing is very exciting because projects vary significantly from one another. You have to combine strong technical competence and creative designing in order to establish a structures with state-of-the-art technology and architectural marvel. This includes knowledge in the architectural aspects, mechanical, electrical, and plumbing system in the construction industry. So this is how I do my scheduling and time management tasks. Number one is you first have to determine the importance of your goals. So you have to do your goals in accordance to its importance from the most important to the least important. And the strategy is for in order for you to accomplish your task efficiently and effectively, you have to subdivide your goal A into smaller tasks A1, A2, and A3. For example, if you're going to study for an exam, that would be your goal. And then in order to achieve your goal, you have task A1, A2, in A3, which is, for example, for task A1, study chapter 1, task A2, study chapter 2, and task A3, study chapter 3. It is also important to stick to your schedule by allotting a certain time on each task. The key in order to improve this skill is to be consistent and to develop this habit as early as possible or as early as now, because as a civil engineer in the near future this will be very important, especially in project management, because in project management it has a similar strategy wherein you have to determine the most critical task in order for you to accomplish the project at the earliest time possible. My message to future and aspiring engineer is just to dream big and make it happen. Dreaming is not enough. You have to couple it with hard work and dedication in order to make your dreams come true. And I hope that I can see you and work with you in the future. So I also have a YouTube account or a YouTube channel, which is Zaira Santander. It would mean a lot if you could like, subscribe to my channel. That is all. And I hope you've learned something from me. Thank you.
Hi, fellow engineers. I'm Clark Adrian Pestaño, and I graduated at our university as a computer engineer. I am currently working at Analog Devices Incorporated in General Trias City as a software engineer, and I've been on this field for almost 5 years. Now, what I like in this computer engineering is that I am always given an opportunity to create or build something new, whether it's a new system or a solution to an existing problem. Having that feeling of doing what you want, which can also help others, is somewhat fulfilling. And as you watch them enjoying what you've created and use it on their daily basis, makes you more motivated because you can see the value of your work. Now, what makes a great engineer? First, a great engineer must be a constant learner. We all know that our technology is consistently changing, so we should study the current trends that will be most helpful in our field. Second, we should be a good communicator. We should have the skills to translate our thoughts into words because most of the engineers always have to communicate with clients or even our workmates. Now, the third thing is a great engineer should be a good problem solver. So, in order for us to become a good problem solver, we should understand first the problem clearly. And as we understand the problem clearly, we can come up with good solutions. Now, the fourth would be becoming innovative. So, we should not be just became used on the norms. We should keep on improving our current practices. So, how do I manage my time and stay on schedule and improve my time management skills since I started my career? So, I always follow these three steps. So, first, start now. So, we should start as early as possible to prevent out of control things. Let's say you have given a task or a project for 3 months and you are confident enough that you can finish this project in 2 weeks. So you will just do the project 2 weeks before the deadline. So you can just have fun before it. So what will happen if there is some unexpected problem or you missed out something in the project? So you don't have any more time to correct these things. So it is better to start now than to regret it later. Now, the second thing is to work smart. By working smart, we need to think out of the box. So one example in my field is that I was given a task to manually update the records of a spreadsheet or Excel that consists of millions or billions of rows. So what will I do is I will just create a script or a program that will automatically update the Excel file. So by this, I work smart and I save a lot of time. And as I save a lot of time, I become more productive. So that's the third thing. Be productive. Use your time wisely. Prioritize on the things that has the most impact. Also, avoid distractions, but you can also take break from time to time, but don't lose focus. So keep on improving yourself. So that's what makes a great engineer. Now, before I end this video, I will just advise my fellow engineers for these two things. First, find your passion. I know that our school or university will guide us to find what we want and what we love. So don't be a jack of all trades, master of nothing. So we should have focus on what we want. And the last thing would be this quote: chase excellence and success will come. Give your best effort on everything and you will become a successful engineer. Thank you.
Hi, magandang araw. Ako nga pala si Engineer JB Causaren. Nag-aral ako sa LPU Cavite from 2010 to 2015. Pagka-graduate ng 2015 March, nag-review center, tapos nag-take ng board exam ng September, and luckily nakapasa na din. After that, na pumasok ako sa construction industry. Currently, owner ako ng construction firm. I am the president. And bago nyo isipin na, wow, big time si Kuya. Ako po, hindi. Big time sa dami ng iniisip. So, first of all, ano nga ba ang na-enjoy ko sa profession ko as an engineer? Pati na-enjoy ko din siya nung habang nag-aaral ako. So, medyo kakaiba, pero ang na-enjoy ko talaga noon is problem solving. So, i-share ko yung experience ko. Sunny afternoon noon, na engineering algebra yung subject, na pa-problem solving kami sa loob ng classroom. Napatanong yung classmate ko kasi nahirapan siya. Sabi niya, ang hirap naman ito. Pagka-graduate naman, hindi naman natin gagamitin tong algebra. Bakit kailangan pa natin tong aralin? So, yung question na yun, naging malaki yung impact niya sa akin. After ilang days siguro to ilang weeks, natanong ko siya sa father ko kasi civil engineer yung father ko. Ako pala, electrical engineer pala ako. Sabi sa akin ng father ko, pagdating kasi sa field, kung anong field man ang mapuntahan mo, ang mga engineers ay problem solvers yan. Kaya first year pa lang hanggang fifth year, tinetrain na kayo ng mga instructor nyo, ng mga professor nyo sa problem solving. Para pagdating nyo sa field, sanay na kayo. Hindi kayo mararatel, hindi kayo mahihirapan. Siguro mahirap, pero alam nyo kung paano atakihin yung problem sa kalmadong paraan. Yun yung sabi sa akin ni father ko. Napakaswerte ko kasi first year pa lang ako na kuha ko na yung answer dun sa question na yun. So simula first year hanggang fifth year, hanggang ngayong engineer ko, lagi yun nasa isip ko na problem solvers tayong mga engineers. Tapos ma-share ko na din lang na ngayon na may asawa na ako, tapos 2-month-old na baby boy. Minsan, hindi, most of the time, gabi na nakakauwi. May sira sa bahay, may punting ilaw. Nung isang linggo lang, sira yung pinto namin sa CR. So si misis ko, syempre sira sa bahay, laging laging rattle siya. Ano ba yan? Laging sira na naman, ganun. So ako, tuwa lang ako na kahit sa ganung simpleng bagay, kahit sa loob lang ng bahay, hindi naman always, pero most of the time, I'm always part of the solution. So napakasarap sa pakiramdam ng ganun. Tapos, ano pa bang ma-advise ko sa inyo? Sa mga engineering students, lalo to, engineering orientation, first year, ma-advise ko sa inyo, one step at a time lang. Magugulat na lang kayo, malapit na kayo matapos. At syempre, ang pinakamahalaga, magsipag kayo, magbawas kayo ng distractions. Bawas muna ng ML, bawas ng anime, bawas ng manga, mga Korean novela. Hindi ko naman sinasabi na bigla-bigla tanggalin nyo. Bawas hanggang maunti-unti. Hindi naman totally mawala, pero mas lamang na yung nakapokus kayo sa mga responsibilities nyo, sa kailangan nyong gawin, kaysa dun sa mga distractions na yon. So, para lang ma-stress out ko yung pagiging mahalaga ng pagiging masipag. Dito sa firm namin, lalo na pag ang nag-interview sa inyo is si father ko, syempre dadaan kayo sa HR. Ang isa sa requirement, yung transcript of records nyo, nandun yung grade nyo simula first year hanggang makagraduate kayo. Siyempre sa HR, titingnan nila lahat yan. Kumbaga ba, mabusisi sila kung may bagsakan ganito, may bagsakan ganyan. Sabi ng father ko, maniwala kayo sa hindi, ang tinitingnan lang namin dalawa. Grade nyo sa PE, tsaka grade nyo sa NSTP. Kasi ang logic ni father ko ganito. Alam kong mahirap yung calculus, alam kong mahirap yung engineering mechanics, alam kong mahirap yung fluid mechanics. Normal na may bumabagsak doon. Bakit yun ang titingnan ko? Ang titingnan ko yung PE tsaka MSTP. Kasi pag bumagsak ka doon, ibig sabihin, tamad ka na lang noon. So, yun yung logic, no? Yun yung logic. Kasi pag tamad ng tao, hindi natin kailangan ng tamad na tao. Kahit naman siguro kayo, kahit sa mga sarili nyo ng bahay. Papagalitan tayo ng mga parents sa atin pag tatamad-tamad tayo. Di lalo na siguro pag sa trabaho, di ba? So, yun lang. Bawas distraction at saka, syempre, magsipag. So, God bless. Welcome sa field of engineering. Sana matapos niyo siya. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Roxathers VR Shaga, graduate of Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering, batch 2018. I passed the licensure examination back in February 2019, and now I'm currently working here in Dubai, UAE as a conformance engineer at SGS Gulf Limited for 1 year and 4 months. There are a lot of reasons to like mechanical engineering, but for me, I believe mechanical engineers are shaped like metals. Metals are described as malleable, ductile, and with good thermal conductivity. So I believe mechanical engineers are designed to fit every aspects of engineering field because in our curriculum we have this basics of civil engineers, computer engineers, electronics, electronics and communication, electrical, and industrial engineering. We cover it during in our subjects on higher years. You'll encounter it soon. So I believe mechanical engineers are the most versatile engineers among all fields. So sa mga aspiring mechanical engineers dyan, ituloy nyo lang, lalo na sa mga babae din na mechanical engineers ngayong first year. Huwag kayong mag-shift tools. Tama ang inyong choice. Ituloy nyo lang yan, tapusin nyo. Kasi worth it talaga. Bukod sa challenging ang mechanical engineering, napakadaming opportunities once he graduated. The next question is, pang Miss Universe siya. Joke lang. For me, a great engineer is the one who knows how to listen. A great person is a good listener. Yun ang feeling ko. Yun ang opinion ko. Kasi life is a learning process. Hindi lang siya applicable actually for engineers like us, but this is applicable for all the professionals. We should always open our ears to others' criticisms and suggestions, lalo na nag-uumpisa pa lang tayo, may experience sa atin, may mga taong umaasa sa atin bilang engineers. So, we need to listen. Ngayong nandito pa lang tayo sa baba. Regarding time management, actually, mahigpit ako. Gusto ko may work-life balance ako. Kapag umpisa ng working hours, magsisipag ako hanggang matapos. Pag uwi ng bahay. Ayokong buksan ng email. Ayokong tumanggap ng tawag galing sa mga kliyente, lalo na sa line of work namin, kailangan namin i-check every emails every now and then. Pero ako, pasaway ako. So, advice ko lang is set your time limit, lalo na siguro ngayon sa pag-aaral. I-limit natin yung sarili natin na there's a time for leisure, there's a time for studying, kasi para sa future natin to. So, during class hours, it's better to focus, especially when we have this, our professors who are continuously guiding us to be an engineer. So, it's better ngayon pa lang, students tayo, practice na natin yung ating time management skills. Kasi pagdating ng review, pag nag-work na, alam mo, ang bilis ng panahon. Kaya as early as now, it's better to start managing your time since time is gold. For all aspiring engineers, enjoy the moment. Darating na yung time na dadagdag yung prefix na inaasam-asam nyo sa unahan ng pangalan nyo. But for now, enjoy the moment and then stay strong, stay determined. And for all female mechanical engineers, kapit lang. Let's go of the stigma that mechanical engineering is only for men. We can do it also as women. Huwag matakot. Kung mag-isa ka ng babae, ano naman. So, ang aim natin lahat is maging mechanical engineers. So, kumapit lang tayo sa pangarap natin at makakamtan din natin yan. Bless you all, engineers, and good luck. Thank you for listening.
Hello, today I'll be telling some of my college experiences, some good, some not so much. On 2019, I entered college fully aware that it would be tough as nails, overkill kind of life experience. Ako po si Mary Rosa Nalabiso, and I'm a second year mechanical engineering student. Alam ko na delving into an engineering degree would take a toll on me because I'm not naturally good at math or at grasping abstract concepts. I have to flip the problem back and forth for me to truly understand it. So, whenever I see my math whiz classmates breezing through the course, I often wonder what is going on inside their heads. But kidding aside, maybe like me, it'll take you twice or thrice the effort, but you'll get there and matututo ka rin. On my freshman year, my penmanship was not very pleasant. Hindi siya kaaya-aya sa paningin. So, it was kind of hard for me to conform to this engineering lettering from my former handwriting. So, I remember I even got a 79 on my first plate on engineering drawing plans, and I was stunned. But looking back now, I know that deserve ko yun. I deserve that grade and worse. So, but after weeks and weeks of doing plates, my handwriting improved. It was no longer the messy scrawl it was once before. And though it's not perfectly neat, but it's decent. Progress is progress. And although you might say a very trivial one, I'm proud of that achievement. So moving on, you had these physics and chem lab activities. They're very fun, stimulating experiences. And if you're confused about the instructions, your professors are there to guide you. So, tanungin mo lang sila. They're one call away. So, we had these power plant tours, and these professionals explained to us about how things are run in those places. It's like taking a peek of real life engineering to power plants, factories, etc., etc. So, although I'm only in second year and I know I have a long way to go, I learned that in college, you can't say na, ay, hindi ako magaling dyan, hindi ako marunong dyan, dito, blah, 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 blah. Well, aralin mo, because your grades don't come in a silver spoon. In my experience, it's not the workload that's really, really hard, although that's part of it na kasi online classes. For me, it's actually the very strict grading system. It's very rigid. Kaya your professors don't baby or coddle you. They're training you to be professionals. Yeah, it's really stressful. It's hard, but when you get your intended grade, it feels good. And so, to aspiring mechanical engineering students or engineering students in general, if you're a girl and is daunted by the fact that you'll be surrounded by male classmates with too much testosterone, well, come on, girl, you can handle that. And besides, I think that will be the least of your concerns because you'll be too busy thinking of ways to pass thermodynamics. Hey. So, If you have an interest or passion in this degree, then those are enough reason to pursue it. So I wish you well. Good luck.
I'm going crazy. 오늘도 난 너를 바라보고 있어. 늘 대답 없는 너를 다시 불러봐. 하지만 너의 두 눈엔 나만 없는 것 같아.
I'm going crazy. I'm going crazy. 감정이 몰입이 됐어. 연기라면 이것은 맨선. 하지만 현실이야.
새로운 느낌이 Call me freaky freaky. Baby going naughty but I'm going crazy. 왜 난 너에게 다가갈수록 넌 내 곁에서 멀어지는지. 난 너의 곁에 항상 숨을 쉬고 싶은데 넌 나의 맘을 모르니. 미쳐가는 나는 미쳐가네. 미쳐가는 내게 미쳐가네. 난 너에게 빠져있어. 널 사랑하고 있어. This must be crazy love. This must be crazy love. 혼자만의 사랑은 하기 싫어. This is crazy love. I'm going crazy.
보이지도 않아.
너와 난 밀당하고 있어.
계속 잡힐 듯 말 듯.
남기고 간 향기가 너무나 짙어. 난 미친 듯이 춤을 추면 네 이름을 외쳐. 24/7 A-Day coming. 매일은 머릿속에서만 돌아 crazy. 다가갈수록 넌 내 곁에서 멀어지는지. 난 너의 곁에 항상 숨을 쉬고 싶은데 넌 나의 맘을 모르니. 미쳐가네 나는 미쳐가네. 미쳐가네 내게 미쳐가네. 난 너에게 빠져있어. 널 사랑하고 있어. This must be crazy love. This must be crazy love. 혼자만의 사랑은 하기 싫어. This is crazy love.
Hi, my name is Rose Mariel C. Año. I am 23 years old, a graduate of BS Industrial Engineering, batch 2018 from LPU Cavite. I am working at Maxim Integrated, a semiconductor company, and the department I am in is named Supply Chain Department under the Capacity Planning team. So my position there is Engineer 2. We calculate the resources based on the demand and supply that we have. Last June 2020 also marked my 2 years there at Maxim. So it was my first job, and I am still working there as of now. So what do I like about industrial engineering? First, industrial engineers are very flexible. So there are a bunch of industries wherein you could be working with. Um, what makes me fond of it, during our internship, there was also an internship offered by Enchanted Kingdom. Isn't that amazing that how could industrial engineers be hired on an amusement park? But when you think about it, it is really needed because amusement parks has a lot of queue and it could be optimized by an industrial engineer. Also, the manufacturing, um, there's a lot of available list of companies wherein you could be hired. So the biggest challenge I had while working is this, um, decision making. That's really hard. It's a lot of responsibility somehow that um, you will calculate the requiremements and you will calculate the needed resources to support that requirement, and then you will recommend this to your higher management. So somehow that's the pressure of it because every data that you have, every detail, every work that you do will greatly affect. So as a capacity planning engineer, we are more on data gathering and data presentations. So the tools that I use or I keep on working to know, to adapt on the development. Um, I am studying my SQL. It is like uh, a query language wherein you could easily gather data. So it's very odd. I'm an industrial engineer, but somehow SQL is more like coding, um, but not, I think, not that difficult than what CPE does. So it's just a minor coding for us to gather and extract data. And also another tool that I am using is a Tableau. So Tableau is like a web page wherein you could have your own dashboard, and your dashboard shows limitless data, wherein your customers could always see and could always look at for them to make their work more efficient. So my advice for our aspiring engineers is that always do your best while studying. Learn what you have to learn, gather what you can gather, improve your all around skills. Um, you could be versatile, you could be a leader too while you're just a student. And then always keep in mind that you have to be humble. Always remember that uh, before you become an engineer, you should be a human first. And a human knows how to respect people, a human knows how to love people, and you must be humble so that you would be able to be appreciated in your future company, not just by your skills, but also by your personality. And by it's like you as a whole package. So never stop learning. It continues, it goes and on and on. And just enjoy every second of it. You will be there.
Hello guys, greetings to all of you future engineers. I'm Sanay Oliveros and I'm a Lyceum Mechanical Engineer and I graduated last 2018 batch. 2018 so yeah, 2 years ago now I'm 23 years old and I'm currently working as a design piping engineer in JG's Philippines in Alabang. So it's basically an EPC company, meaning engineering, procurement, and construction. So I've been working there for 1 year now. Nitong October 21 lang po. So yun, kaka 1 year ko lang, pero yung experience ko kasi I consider it as less than a year pa din kasi medyo, di ba nga, 2020 ang dami nangyari, so apektado si work, apektado si experience. Medyo na-post lang din konti yung project. Pero ngayon, thankful pa din kasi tuloy na ulit. Back to normal na and resume na ulit si project. So, tuloy na ulit si experience and tuloy na ulit si work. So, yun. So far yung experience. Pero ang highlight ko na lang po siguro ngayon is yung feeling and opportunities po natin for our never-ending learning and curiosity. Di ba, kapag engineering ka, parang nagmumukha ka na rin matalino. Kahit pa paano, ayun. Kaya ako nag-engineering. And medyo. And to know the potential of us engineers kasi parang sobrang laki ng significance natin para sa mundo. Makatulong sa kapwa, makatulong sa, pati na rin sa buong mundo, di ba? Um, and na-realize ko yun simula ng thesis kasi parang ang dami mong pwedeng i-apply sa daily lives natin. Ang dami mong pwedeng may apply sa ibang bagay na pwedeng i-develop niya. So, lalo na sa technology, di ba? So, ayun, malaki yung potential natin as engineers for the whole world. Naging malaking part na ng buhay ko yung engineering and sana mas magustuhan nyo pa maging part na din siya ng buhay nyo. Kasi despite the negative encounters, kasi nandiyan kasi talaga yan, pero mas madami pa din talagang likable experiences na makukuha nyo from engineering dito sa field natin. So, pagpatuloy nyo lang, keep growing. And I just want to say that engineers, you're on the right path. Siguro po my favorite type or part of work that I do according to my current profession, according to my current job as a design piping engineer, siguro po is to be able to solve problems that I encounter with a group of people, with a group of friends, sa mga kawork ko po ngayon. Yung feeling kasi na magtatanong ka ng question na parang na-experience na nila, tapos sasabihin nila, good question, good question. Di ba yung ganun? Parang ang sarap niya sa pakiramdam kasi iba pa yung makuha mo yung sagot dun sa tanong mo. Kasi papasok dun yung knowledge nila, yung wisdom nila, and yung mga experiences nila about dun sa umiikot dun sa tinanong mo. So, madami kang malalaman sa isang question mo lang. Tsaka siguro isa na din sa factor yung pag-work lang sa office as a design engineer, drawing ka lang sa mga platforms nila, like AutoCAD, di ba, mga ganun. And yeah, that's what I like about my current work. For me, you can already say that a person is a great engineer if you're already practicing professionalism, if you already feel this determination, drive, and motivation that keeps you going on throughout your engineering career. And when you're already accepting challenges, whatever risks it have, because you already trust your processes, yourself, and you already trust your methods. When you're already accepting your mistakes wholeheartedly, and when you're accepting new lessons learned, new wisdom, new advices from others, and most importantly is humility. And lastly, siguro konting advice na lang from Kuya Ren. And just be faithful to your goals, just be faithful to your dream careers. Kung ano man yung gusto nyo, kung ano yung nasa puso nyo, sundin nyo. Parang kanta yun. Kung nasan yung passion nyo, doon kayo mag-stay. Kasi doon kayo talaga mag-excel. And sana dito sa engineering, mas magpatuloy pa yung curiosity nyo and yung growth nyo. Kasi sobrang daming opportunities yung nag-iintay sa inyo. And huwag kayo mahiya magtanong sa professors nyo and enjoy your time with your classmates. Enjoy your studies, huwag masyadong seryoso. Just do your best in everything and everything will be better. So yun, good luck sa studies nyo and God bless to you all future engineers. Saludo. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Electricity is a global network. Electricity is extensively used in many applications, from nano-sized motors to man-made satellites, from light bulbs and television to cell phone and GPS. Modern advances in electrical engineering have illuminated, informed, and connected the world. We generate, we transmit, we distribute, we electrify the world. We give life to machines. We govern electricity. We design. We are the past, the present, and the future. We are electrical engineers. Institute of Integrated Electrical Engineers CSC LPU Cavite Chapter is an organization that aims to unify, serve, and guide all students of BS Electrical Engineering in LPU Cavite. As one of the competitive organizations inside and outside the campus, IIEE joins and conducts seminars and competitions that generate and help students to be able to amass ample knowledge and wisdom to be more effective and efficient in near future.
Hello, ako nga po pala si Ray Angeles B. Manalo, and currently, I'm a third-year electrical engineering student. Pinili ko po yung course na BSEE dahil even if we can see electricity, our lives depend on it. Parang ang hirap, di ba, imagine na yung buhay natin walang electricity or power. So, dun sa concept na yon, parang mas naigan nyo ako at mas
naganahan para matuto at mag-explore pa sa electrical engineering. Sa halos 3 taon ko dito sa LPU, masabi ko na yung mga experience ko ay masaya at the same time mahirap. Masaya kasi pwede kang maging part ng iba't ibang competitions, pati iba't ibang organizations, which is sobrang helpful kasi doon mo ma-improve yung personality mo, yung pagiging interactive mo, pati yung pagiging leader mo. Naalala ko pa noon, yung mga seniors namin, kinaguide kaming lower years. Tapos ngayon, third year na ako, which is isa na ako sa mga seniors. Parang ako naman yung magtuturo sa kanila at mag-guide sa kanila. Mahirap kasi minsan talaga makakaranas ka na bumagsak at syempre madi-disappoint ka dahil yung mga sinet mo na goals ay hindi mo na-achieve. Pero hindi ibig sabihin na mag-give up ka na. Syempre kung gusto mo ipagpapatuloy mo. Gawin na lang na motivation yung mga experiences na yon. Kasi at the end of the day, kahit mahirap, pero masaya ka, worth it yun.
Yo, what's up vlog? Welcome to my guys. Hi guys, I'm Engineer Paulo Chavez. I'm an electrical engineer. I graduated in LPU Cavite as a cum laude and top 9 in the REE board examination batch 2016. And syempre, hindi ko magagawa yun kundi dahil kay Lord, of course. I'm currently working in Meralco as a design engineer for 4 years now. And I'm also a part-time professor in Lyceum Cavite. What I like the most about engineering in general is that you can apply all the knowledge you will learn in almost everything. Engineers are very versatile. Engineers can be a teacher, a businessman, have a higher position in a company, or even start your own company if you like. Me personally, as I mentioned earlier, apart from being an electrical practitioner, I'm also a part-time teacher and a stock market trader. Not every teacher or businessman can shift to engineering instantly if they wanted to. But us engineers can shift to their fields anytime if of course we put in our efforts. I don't know if I'm the right person to answer this question kasi ako sa sarili ko, nag-start pa lang din ako as an engineer. And I'm not even halfway to being great. But what drives me right now are my whys. Lagi mong iisipin yung mga dahilan mo kung bakit ka ba nagsisikap na maging isang magaling na engineer. Bakit kahit mahirap yung pagdadaanan mo, hindi ka pa rin tumitigil at patuloy ka pa rin lumalaban. Make sure lang that your whys are more than just for your own sake. Kasi kung para sa sarili mo lang naman yan, bakit mo pa papahirapan yung sarili mo, di ba? You are more likely to give up easily unlike if you were doing it for someone else or for those people you love. So far, the biggest challenge I have faced as an engineer is that how to improve myself, develop my skills, gain more knowledge, and to have more competency in this field. Kasi, real talk, mababa ang starting pay ng mga engineers dito sa Pilipinas. Unless you came from a well-known engineering school, mahihirapan kang makakuha ng magandang posisyon. Kaya you need to prove to them that you are worthy. But of course, it is a different scenario if you are self-employed. It's all about knowing what your priorities are. Focus on what's important and take less time to what's not. Work-life balance is good, but that doesn't mean that you have to spend the same amount of time in everything you do. Put more weight to those things that will help you reach your future goals. I still watch K-dramas and play Mobile Legends, but I make sure that kapag sinabi ko isang game lang. Sinabi kong isang episode lang talaga. Hindi yung walang katapusang last na. Make sure you know your priorities well. Here's my 3 advice for you guys. Number 1, kung pinilit ka lang ng mga magulang mo na mag-take ng engineering, pero meron talagang ibang laman niyang puso mo, huwag mo nang ituloy ito. Kasi trust me, hindi ito magiging masaya para sa'yo. Prove yourself to your parents na lang. You are more likely to succeed when you are doing the things that you really want to do. Second, you chose this path thinking na kapag nagkatrabaho ka na, malaki ang kitaan, think again. Remember what I said earlier, hindi ganun kalaki ang sahod ng isang engineer dito sa Pilipinas unless you really excel in your craft, and that's the time great opportunities will come to your way. Sabi nga nila, pursue excellence and success will chase you. Hindi ko din alam kung sino nagsabi nun, pero mukhang tama naman. My third and final piece of advice is i-enjoy nyo lang yung process, guys. Lahat ng pagdadaanan nyo ay napagdaanan at napagtagumpayan na rin ng iba. May kasabihan nga tayo na kung kaya ng iba, ba't di mo na lang ipagawa sa kanila? Syempre, kaya mo rin at kaya mong higitan pa. Your dream to become an engineer did not came out of nowhere. God put that dream in you. And what He is starting in you, He will surely finish. So don't stop, don't lose hope, just keep your eyes on Him, and He will always be there to guide you and make a way for you. Keep the faith, guys. God is good. That's it, guys. Thank you for listening. I hope you got something from this that might help you in your journey. Stay safe always, guys. God bless.
Boy, meron akong kwento. Napanood niyo na ba to? Teka lang.
Sige.
Mahirap ba ang engineering?
Hindi po.
Hindi po. Hindi po.
Hindi mo naman siya kailangan subukan para malaman kung talagang madali siya.
Hirap, pero marami pa akong pangarap sa buhay na gusto kong madali.
It's easy to take engineering kapag dedicated ka dito. Sa akin, kinakaya ko pa naman dito kahit mahirap.
Hindi naman sabi ng hirap. Hindi ka naman. Pero as you go along, okay din kahit lalo na yung klase ng pag-ibig. Tapos tutulungan kayo. Hirap na din sa'yo.
Bakit ECE ang napili mong kurso ng engineering?
When I was young, they told me that electronics and communication engineering was a good choice for my future.
Hindi po ako yung pumili.
So generation na, kailangan namang easy to make further advancements sa world of technology.
Fan kasi ako ni Iron Man, yung sa Marvel. Ang kulang na ang dami mong na-innovate para lang makatulong sa iba. Gusto ko maging katulad ni Iron Man, lalo na dito sa field ng electronics.
So far, ano ang mga na-experience mo sa kursong ito?
Dito sa course na ito ako na-develop socially at dito rin mas natuto ako na i-manage yung time at schedule ko.
Sobrang dami, pero yung main lesson is to get out of your comfort zone.
I learned that not everything will go on your way. And that's okay because you learn something new.
Experience ko dito. Na-realize ko na hindi naman pala kailangan na sobrang galing sa para mag-engineer. As long as nagpa-practice ka, mag-solve ng problems, makapapasa ka, makakasurvive ka.
Naging malaking tulong yung alam mo yung reference book ng prof. Ito yung nagsilbing guide para alam mo kung saan at ano yung mga dapat aralin.
Nahanap ko yung study habits na para sa akin, which is yung mag-self-study ka muna, tsaka ka sumama sa mga group study para makapag-exchange kayo ng ideas.
Sa ACE, na mahalaga ang analyzation skills mo, lalo na sa circuits.
Hindi lang ako nag-improve academically, but in fact, I'm honored to be part of the organization to serve our fellow Lyceans.
Anong mapapayo mo sa mga nagbabalak mag-ECE?
Wag.
Wag. Wag.
Huwag kang mag-shift. Huwag kang susuko. Kayang-kaya nyo to.
Tatagan nila yung loob nila. Kasi marami silang may experience na ups and downs. And based on my experience, I can say that those are not failures, but an opportunity to get up and be a better version of yourself.
So guys, dapat lumawi.
Ang relatable naman yan. Good old days.
Hala, everyone. Ang galing! Umabot tayo hanggang dito.
Yes.
Fighting! On behalf of JICEP LPU CSC, we wish you good luck. Lyceum's future electronics engineers.
Mag-shift sa ECE. Mag-shift sa ECE at mag-top sa QEE. Mag-shift sa ECE. Mag-shift sa ECE at mag-top sa QEE. Woo! Break down.
Hi, I'm Hannah Pansakala. I am an electronics engineering graduate from Lyceum of the Philippines, University Cavite. I passed the boards last year, 2018. I'm currently working as a system applications development engineer for almost 2 years at Analog Devices, who is a global leader in design and manufacturing of electronic circuits. Today, I'll be answering the frequently asked questions about engineering, and I hope you get something from it. So first question is, what do you like about ECE? I think this question is almost the same with, why did I choose the ECE field? Well, first, I think my heart really belongs to this field. I am an electronics enthusiast. And what I like about this is you get to know how devices work, how things are being put up into one system, being able to deliver a capability that could actually be essential to us. Wherever you glance in our environment, you could always see an electronic device. For example, your phone, your PC, your smartwatch. They're everywhere. And imagine if you're that person behind that innovation. Does it seem wonderful? So the thing I really like about EC is being able to contribute to the innovation, design and develop a product that could actually solve a real world problem. Now, our second question is, what do you think makes a great engineer? Well, that's a very good question, by the way. I think the thing that makes a great engineer is a combination of skill sets and discipline. And those two things should come hand in hand. Just being the smartest one in the room doesn't make you great at all, I believe. Discipline should come along with that. For example, being a collaborative employee, someone who perseveres to the hard work, someone who doesn't stop learning and sharing. Those are the few traits that should come with you to be able to be a great engineer. Now, maybe you would ask me, how can someone achieve those? And I think the key to that is passion. Now, being able to find that burning desire in your heart to pursue excellence in your career, in your chosen field, those skill sets, may it be hard or not, that you need to acquire, and those disciplines, everything will just follow. Now, the third question is, what is your favorite type of work to do in the ECE field? My favorite type of work is system integration. Not that I am biased because it's my current work, but I really love circuit design and analysis, doing things in the laboratory, evaluation, troubleshooting the circuit, now putting those ICs into one system and delivering a complete system solution that could be essential and marketable to many application areas such as healthcare, consumer, and other else. Now, what do you do to manage your time and stay on schedule? Managing time is really tough, but the thing that helps me is those management tools such as the calendar where I post my scheduled meetings, my reminders. Sometimes I do post-it notes on my desk, on my computer, and I also have a notebook where I log my action items, my activities for the day, and those really make me stick to my schedules and make my time more efficient. Now, what resources do you use to keep up with the newest engineering technology developments? With the advent of technology, a lot of those resources are easily accessible. I subscribe to newsletters, technical pages, technical articles, YouTube channels. Some of the talks from the top companies about technology are posted on YouTube. And subscribing to these channels, to these pages, make me really updated with the technology trend. My advice for those aspiring engineers is to keep persevering and pursuing your dream. Pursue this field because you love doing it. Now, I know some of you just happen to be here and have those uncertainties, but I hope somewhere along the journey you find that burning desire in your heart, the passion to continue and pursue this career. Because I'm telling you, engineering is tough. I am not scaring you, rather, I'm challenging you. And my advice for you is to accept the challenge and embrace it. Commit to it. Diba sa relationship na we commit? When we want to be with someone, we commit to a person. Just the same with engineering field. When we want to pursue this, we have to commit with all our heart. And that will lead us to excellence. And if you know the Three Idiots movie, sabi nga ni Rancho from that movie, I quote, "Follow excellence and success will chase you."
I've been staring at the edge of the water long as I can remember, never really knowing why. I wish I could be the perfect daughter, but I come back to the water no matter how hard I try. Every turn I take, every trail I track, every path I make, every road leads back to the place I know where I cannot go, where I long to be. See the line where the sky meets the sea, it calls me, and no one knows how far it goes. If the wind in my sail on the sea stays behind me, and let me know. If I go, there's just no telling how far I'll go. I know everybody on this island seems so happy on this island. Everything is by design. I know everybody on this island has a role on this island, so maybe I can roll with mine. I can lead with pride, I can make us strong. I'll be satisfied if I play along, but the voice inside sings a different song. What is wrong with me? See the light as it shines on the sea, it's blinding, but no one knows how deep it goes. And it seems like it's calling out to me, so come find me and let me know what's beyond that line. Will I cross that line? See the line where the sky meets the sea, it calls me, and no one knows how far it goes. If the wind in my sail on the sea stays behind me, one day I'll know how far I'll go.
Google, Maxim Integrated, Asus, Windows, Apple, YouTube. These and handful of others are common names that usually revolve around technology. Almost every day, At least one of these companies are involved with our activities, from watching our favorite vloggers with our smartphones to creating our schoolworks in our computers. But do you know who the great figures behind those things are? Computer engineers. Yes, everything that we see today that involves computers has the fingerprints of a computer engineer. So what is computer engineering? I'm glad you asked. Well, computer engineering is a hybrid program where we learn the communication, maintenance, and coordination between hardware components and software programs. In this program, we study and build circuits, and likewise, we study programming, system design, and database administration. But VJ, you may ask, isn't computer engineering a small course because it doesn't have a license? That's where you're wrong, my friend. LPU Cavite offers its computer engineering students the opportunity to take the Microsoft Technology Associate Certification exam, a world-known certification that will easily place you in your chosen jobs, whether in our country or overseas.
Hola, yo soy Alexandre Ideola, a CPE sophomore, and I chose computer engineering as my major because I want to understand every aspect of computer, from hardware to software. Also, I want to contribute to the technological advancement of the future, and I know with LPU Cavite, I'm on the right path. So I have here 5 tips for the freshies to survive their first year of engineering here at LPU Cavite. First is to know your class schedule, which is posted on our student portal. Second is to get to know your professor and other staff member of our university, and make sure you greet them whenever you bump them into around the campus. Third is to join an organization like ICPEP.se, which is his org. Fourth is to take a break whenever you feel tired of studying. And lastly is to enjoy. Enjoy everything because learning is much easier when you enjoy it.
My experience coming on as a freshman up to now with this program has been great. It has taught me things that I didn't know, like designing a UI, and learn more about the things that I do know, like coding and solving complex problems. With the help from my friends, my classmates, the CPE organization, and especially my professors, my time being a computer engineering student in LPU Cavite will always be one of the best experiences of my college years.
Hi, I'm Pauline, a computer engineering student of LPU Cavite. There have been ups and downs as I take on this journey, but one of the things that helped me through was the company that I found. An advice I can give is the importance of having the mindset of wanting to grow and at the same time also being able to encourage others to take the necessary steps towards the progress together. Despite these trying times, our organization has still been committed to play our part in reaching out by sharing what we can through the means of organizing free webinars. We also do provide electronic certificates for those who attended. We have many more in store for you, especially with our professors taking the extra mile to assist us in any way they can to enhance our learning experience. Being a part of the CPU family has been impactful and inspiring. As an officer of our organization, I hope to pay it forward.
Hi, I am Ailey Cristel Dulay, a fifth-year student of computer engineering. And with all the years I've been in LPU Cavite, it has been a great experience. Not only I've learned a lot technically, but also I've found an avenue to grow. And I can attest that this organization is not just the typical organization that you know, but this is a family, a real family that pulls each other up. And I don't have any regrets coming in here because I am more than blessed to have known these people around me. And yeah, being part of this family is literally one of the best things that has happened in my life.
Here in computer engineering, we are one big family. We welcome everyone to the CPE fam. We got your back and our officers are here to assist you in every way we can. Just last year, we have been given the Best Organization Award, and we intend to do so the same this year. And thus, we invite you to our upcoming webinar, The Future of CPE in the Real World. For those who are still not sure what course to take, we believe this webinar will give you a heads up of what you can be in the future as a computer engineer.